Good morning, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, also known as the Silver Wolf, also simply known most days as Ron. We're here to stream some EVE Online. So, Dude Vince, Scimitar, Kempfin, Lego just jumped in. Appreciate you guys being here. Sorry, my nose is peeling. And of course, I don't notice it until I'm on camera. So yeah. Hate when that happens. Hate when that happens. So how are you guys doing today? Great to see you all today. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I have no idea. I have no idea. So yeah. So we'll figure it out. So Lego, I think you fell asleep yesterday. So I did not lose my ship, though I came really close. Actually, really close probably isn't correct. They got me down into my shields, but into my shield. They never got to the armor. I was paying attention. So that made a difference. But yeah. But we ended up having to go and get scoops since I had harvesters, not scoops. And then Jerry Can, who's not here yet. Did you finally? I did get gas. Oh, I only got about 25 million. So yeah, if I hadn't been paying attention, yeah. Luckily, anytime I'm in wormhole space, I'm usually paying attention. But yeah, you know how that works. So, but yeah, I did get gas, so I made back what I spent on the miners and some extra. But it wasn't as profitable as I had been led to believe. It was not as profitable as I had been led to believe. I think I got 25 million. I think I got 25 million from it, all told. I'll check here in a second. Yeah, so there's the gas. 11 million. So I didn't even get 25 million. Yeah, I think if I'd had a full hold, it was 25 million. So yeah, 11 million, which I spent 8 million on the scoops. So yeah, the NPCs we're hitting here probably weren't fit right. Should be able to speed tank the rats for gas size from one. Really? Well, then maybe I need to figure that out. Yeah, I was in a venture. So yeah, I was thinking the venture had no chance, so I just ran. I just ran. Brave Sir Robin ran away. Yeah, I honestly I have no idea. I don't want to take anything more expensive than a venture in there, to be honest. So, but yeah, I got before the rats showed up, which I guess was about 10 minutes. I didn't actually time it, but yeah, I got 11 million in gas. So yeah. Real key is to use another character to get the rats off the site. Yeah, and I could do that. Honestly, it would probably be better for me to use another character to mine and then have my guy get them off, but have Falstaff get them off. But yeah, you know how that works. So, but yeah, we could do that. So maybe we'll look at that. We're getting them to chase one, yeah. I kind of would like to see if I could eliminate them. The problem is it's wormhole space. So what'll happen is if I focus on the NPCs, the PvE, then somebody will PvP me. And vice versa. If I focus on the PvP, then the rats will kill me. So yeah, so it's probably better for me just to run. So, but yeah. But yeah. So it was profitable. It just wasn't as profitable as I had been led to believe. But that's okay. That's not unusual. I had a nickel. I had a nickel. But yeah, I'm wondering if I could kill them. But the problem is I'd have to take a bigger ship in there, which then will make me more attractive to PvPers, which I think that was probably why nobody cared since I was in a venture and they were like, eh. You know, he's just an adventure. Who gives a damn? What kind of a real player plays an adventure, right? I do not have any breakfast today, so I'm eating cheese. A kill is a kill. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially if they realize I'm a streamer. Then they really get all excited about it. Because then they can clip it. And then they can clip it. Which I don't get. Yeah, it's weird because he could have scanned me down. He didn't even try. It doesn't seem. Like you said, it was kind of strange. Maybe he was looking to roll the hole. But yeah, Jerry Cam pointed out that I didn't have a probe scanner on it, so that if I did get stuck, I couldn't get back out. Which which was a good good pickup. Incoming message. But luckily we got out without any incident. Well, other than shields. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah, there was an Onyx in there. Yeah, my nose is peeling. It's all over my shirt. That's what I get for wearing a dark shirt. But yeah, there was an Onyx that was sniffing around. He never put any probes out, but he had me worried for a second. Actually, I think I was more worried when Vince pointed out that Onyxes are great for rolling the hole. And I went, oh, I didn't even think of that. Especially since I didn't have a scanner. Especially since I didn't have a scanner. Or a probe launcher, correction. Oh yeah, that would have definitely left me high and dry. But yeah, sorry to disappoint, Lego. This is another exit. How long's it got? 1 day. Excellent. Less than a day. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. See if it's got anything worth making mention of. That would be great. It's right here in Uvine. Definitely save some time. Spatial effects, red giant. Okay. Not the one I'm looking for. Never is. Never is. They got a lot of SIGs, so let's check the SIGs out. We just love me. Alright, I don't have my direction scanner up like a freaking moron. Well, there's my scanner pros, but that's it. Cool. I don't even see any, structures, which is kind of strange. So yeah, let's see what we got in here. If we find another gas pocket, maybe. Well, I didn't save the hole. I tell you, some days it's a wonder I even get out of bed. Wonder I even get out of bed. Don Rico, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. There's a data site, which we did a couple of those yesterday. They weren't too bad. Oh, there's a gas site. Look at that. And I am in a clone. Doesn't have any implants, so that's good. Probably not helping my skill training, but that's okay. Safer. So yeah, we'll scan these down, which will give us another daily. See what we can figure out. That's a 1. We'll probably do it. Less risk, but unfortunately the ones here in wormhole space were a lot harder than any of the ones in high sec, but not really as much benefit. So yeah, we'll have to see. Kimon, good to see ya. Good to see ya. We're messing around in wormhole again. Don't tell the wormhole PD guys. They tend to get touchy about that. Oh, I guess I should have probably went down one. They get touchy about a lot of stuff. This one's got to be a little tougher. That's a 3. I think I'm too slow to do the 3s. There's also some ore in here. Also some ore in here. Well, at least one gas site that I've already haven't completely identified, but up 2 gas sites. Well, now things are getting interesting. Now things are getting interesting. How did it go down? That's weird. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. It didn't tell me no signal. They were pretty close, so I suppose it's possible. On to the coffee fast. Alright. So that's a minor. Good song. Good song. Actually, there's another gas site, so there are 3 gas sites here. At least. That's a barren perimeter. I don't know what that means. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Seems we're wasting away. Faces are so cold. I drive all night to get back home. 3 more SIGs to scan down. That's an ordinary perimeter. Not sure what that means. Wanted, dead or alive. Wormhole. That doesn't seem to be the exit, so that must be going deeper. People I meet. You can find most of these sites by Googling them and clicking Eve UniWiki. Ah, there you go. See, that would be intelligent, Vince. I'm really not known for the intelligence. But yeah. They're all gas, so I guess it don't make much difference. Tell you the type of gas. There you go. There's another wormhole. I don't see my bookmark. Oh, sorry, Don Rico. Give me a second. There you go. Try it now. Flip the little switch to your right marked intelligence. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if only. If only. If only. They say when they were handing out brains, I thought they said trains, and I didn't want to go nowhere. So, thanks, Don Rico. Gas sites, barren perimeter, minor perimeter, ordinary perimeter. You guys are awesome. Need to save that one. Ooh. What happened? All right, let's go one bigger. Let's go one bigger. Thanks, Don Rico. And the worst part, this clone has no implants, so I'm even dumber than usual. I'm even dumber than usual. So that's almost as funny as, boy, you got 2 brain cells and they are fighting for 3rd place. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. Yep, when they were handing out brains, I thought they said trains, and I didn't want to go nowhere. So. Waiting here so long. This one's going to be at least a 3. It's taking some effort to scan down. Yep. Which I probably shouldn't bother because I'm probably not going to do it. Booga, what's up, buddy? All right, let's see what's got going on here. All right, still nothing. Still nothing. Gimbatar, welcome back. What you have for dinner? I'm living vicariously through you. If you tell me you had tacos, I'm going to be very upset. Actually, anything Mexican, I'm going to probably be very upset. All right, let's see what we got. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. I can live with Pizza Hut. We have Pizza Hut here. I had Pizza Hut the other day. Last week. It was actually really good. It was actually really good. Hey. Oh, I got 5 signatures yesterday. I'm like, it says I have 2. How come I haven't gotten a daily? Yeah. All right. Well, what we're going to do is let's finish up first because I think... Hello? Oh, I'm in a wormhole. Duh. Yeah, well, let's not do that. All right, let's check out this data site. Since we don't seem to have anybody in here, let's go see. Let's see what this level 1 looks like.
Warp drive active.
T-bone steak baked potato. I can have that here. You're all right. You're still on my good list. Now, I don't get too many T-bones. The wife usually does ribeyes. I don't know why. I think the T-bones are more expensive. But, so, honestly, I've done the data bank and the comm tower, but they really don't seem like they're that good. Still no, there's no structures here. A nice wormhole. Gonna have lasagna. Oh, that's a good one. I've seen a couple of American vloggers make lasagna here, but Garfield would be proud. Yeah, Garfield would be proud. I'm here a fair bit, apparently. You are here a fair bit. 20 stream. Good job. You are here a fair bit. You are here a fair bit. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Still nothing. All right. And can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes. When I wore a younger man's clothes. Alright. Fudge. Alright, well, failing's not a good idea. Light up your smoke. There's some place that he'd rather be. I'll take that. Alright. 1.75, not too bad. Still not good. He's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. Just killed Helios, Tyrannos, Drifter Solo. What a fight. There you go. Deserving, good to see ya. I made an all gratin potatoes with kielbasa tonight. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds good. Hope everyone's having a great day. Zerbaden, my day's just starting, but I am having a fantastic one so far. It's a little cloudy here. Actually, it's a lot cloudy here. Let me rephrase that. But it's been cloudy the last several days. It really hasn't rained. It's just being difficult. So that's okay. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I am enjoying the day so far. Enjoying the day so far. Take that. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Well, guess we're going through. And the piano, it smells like a carnival. And the microphone smells like a beer. Yeah. Like that. That's the comm tower again. I mean, ridiculous. 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 I gotta learn how to do these faster. Like those guys I see on some of the streams. Just fly through them. So fast, I'm like, I don't even know what they're doing. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or... Well, fudge. There it is. 2 million. $2 million. I downloaded that last Starship game and not played it yet. Yeah, I did the demo, and I actually, Zerberden, I got to give you credit. I actually finally did one of the missions from the guy, which I guess the first mission you do from the guy, then once you complete the first mission, that's when the demo stops. But yeah, that was a lot more fun than the crap I was doing before. So I have decided maybe to give it another try. So yeah, I was just running colonist and and cargo missions, and yeah, it was kind of uneventful, so to speak. All right, how can I be 3 from everywhere? That wasn't smart. There we go. There's 3 million. Oh, we're getting a little better. Ah, too early. Too early. It's all right. The mining is where the money is, refining it. The process of making a huge mining base that can warp to any place. Ah, okay. I haven't done any of the mining ones. That's the thing. It really didn't explain to me the weapons or any of that stuff. I had to put on the uh, hydro something collector, and I had a heck of a time getting that wired in because the ship had holes in it, and I kept trying to wire through the holes for some unknown reason because I'm kind of an idiot. But yeah. No, it's just gun and ammo and it's learning curve, but once you get it, it's a breeze. Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring, but yeah, like I said, I was just running the colonist missions and the cargo mission, and they were like, "Man, this is boring." Wow, well that was easy. 1-5. All right. Pick a direction. All right, let's figure out what we're gonna do. So the data one's done. I'm gonna take this stuff out. We got data 3s, but I can barely get the data 1s. All right, so let me check out this. me check out this website. All right. So gas sites, we got a barren perimeter. That shows you got 10 people that are going to show up. It's got Fullerite C50, which is what I think I did yesterday. And Fullerite C60, which is less. All right. And minor perimeter, which has Fullerite C70, which is about the same as the C50. It's got awakened patrollers. 15. Sleepers appear approximately 20 minutes after signature activation. Well, I could probably get most of it there. I could get a whole load with 20 minutes. Oh yeah, maybe we'll do that's a minor. We could do the C70 or ordinary. Ordinary has 72, which is the heavy ones. That says 20 minutes too. Baron. They all say 20 minutes, so I guess it really doesn't matter. The one I did yesterday was a sizable, and it says sleepers appear approximately 20 minutes, and I think they showed up in 10. But yeah. And actually, I did the C84 yesterday. The C50 was the crap. Everybody told me don't do the C50. Well, I did the C84, which I think, let me check. I am cloaked, right? Okay, good. Probably a good idea to check that. Probably a good idea to check that. Probably, since I'm over here looking at websites. Probably a good idea to check that. All right. We're looking for Udema, right? Yeah. Which is alphabetical, since I'm nowhere. You fiend, excuse me. Udema. I tell you, some days it's a wonder. Let's just go here. Say gas. See if it comes up. Gas harvester, gas pass key. No, it doesn't show it. Of course not. Why would it show it? FUL. There you go. C84. That's what I got. All right. C84. So when I look at these guys, the Baron, C60, C50. Says the C50 is 6,000. Oh, it's not telling you how much it's worth. Yeah, so the Baron is not a good idea. The Baron's not worth that much. I'm looking at the wrong one. Duh. Minor. Minor shows that they're both worth more. Quite a bit more. 7 ISK per unit. And the ordinary shows that one of them's worth 9 per unit. That's the C84. But it's only got 3,000. They all say 20 minutes. Oh, it's sentry towers. What show up there? Oof. Sentry towers don't move, though. They'd probably be easier to kill. They do more damage. Of course they do. Of course they do. You need instrumental gas site. They're most profitable. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm just trying to check the 3 out for this one to see. So I could do the minor. It looks like that's got the least. And they do the least damage. Baron looks like it's all crap. Harvesting an adventure. Tire cloud 37 minutes and tire cloud 19 minutes. Oh, it actually tells you. Wow, that's pretty freaking cool. Both 37 minutes. Which means getting rid of them. Yeah. 74 minutes. Yeah, the C84 is definitely better. But it spawns sentry towers, which do a lot more damage. $31 minutes. Full profit from the gas cloud, 74 million ISK. Yeah, that's if you can survive. Also, second option is vast and bountiful. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't found either one of those, but all right, let's get out of here. Let's check and see if there's anything else in here we want to look at. Yeah, I'm not going to do those threes. I could barely get through the ones, for Christ's sake. Still nobody around. Let's hit the exit. And let's come back with our miner. Actually, 14 minutes. Yeah, but if I'm in here mining, I'm not going to want to take a break then. Let me get a cup of coffee before we do that. Oh, so it does do jumps. I thought it was jump gates. Cool. Alright, so then... Well, now we're good. Alright. It is nice having it right here in Eugene, though. Alright. Thinking to start reaction in the future, so scooping everything. Also, need what to craft to get profit. Yeah. I'm wanting to do reactions too, but you need a station not in high sec for those. Oh. So yeah, once again, that'll probably be during my null sec days. But Anderson, good to see you, buddy. I am gonna run downstairs and get another cup of coffee. What's the word, gang? Yeah, Thunderbird. Thunderbird. Only word I know. Where did my... Oh, there it is. Toast. I was like... Alright. Yeah, let me get a cup of coffee. Sounds like a good idea. There you go. I'm going to get a cup of coffee before I start this, because once I start mining in there, I don't want to go for coffee then. That would be the stupidest thing I've ever said, right? I'm warming up some pasta bake I made earlier. There you go. Somebody else said they had lasagna. So yeah, I'm in the morning here, so I'm still doing breakfast. So, but I will be right back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Raven Galactic, good to see you. Konom, good to see you. Thunderbirds are go. There you go. Yeah. 1:40 a.m. there. Yep. Cool. Yeah, it's 9:40 here. I'm in the Philippines. So, formerly from Kansas City, United States, now living in the Philippines. All right, let's see if we can get some more gas. I may regret this, but Lego wants to see me blow up, so let's see if we can blow up. You know what? 10 p.m. there, 1:40 there. Yep. So 1:40 a.m. Don Rico. So you're the same place or same time zone as Anderson. Raven Galactic, good to see you, buddy. I won't log on. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this one's a little different, Lego. There. Scimitar. Yeah, I wouldn't ask you to come in here. All right, I don't want to minimize that, but I didn't save the wormhole because I'm kind of an idiot. But luckily, it's still here. But I do need to save it. UK. UK. Booga, are you still there? What time is it where you're at? Booga's a little earlier than me, too. But yeah, East Coast right now is 8:42, almost 9 p.m. Midwest would be almost 8 p.m. Mountain would be almost 7 p.m. And then West Coast, California, and the upper Midwest, upper Northwest would be going on 6 p.m. So yeah. All right, let's save this one. All right. And here we go. I'm driving at night, so for me it's like midday. There you go. There you go. Almost 1 p.m. there. Okay. So actually, so you're ahead of me then, Booga. Crap, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. You know that you are. All right. So which one did we decide on? I don't remember. Minor, I think. Yeah, minor. C72. C72. Yeah, actually, yeah, either one. C70 or 72. All right, minor. All right, minor. Warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
Put it on PvP just in case. Nope, nobody here. Good. So either one of them, they look like they're worth about the same. So go with this one. I don't think I need to open my inventory. I think it'll tell me when I'm done. Got somebody locally talking to me, of course, as always. All right, let's go back to PvP, so I'll see these guys show up. Let's scan. Yeah, I'm closer to the timeline. Plus 10. Yeah. So you guys do daylight savings time? Man. I thought only Americans were stupid enough to do that. But, oh well. And actually, there's several places in America where they don't do it, which is kind of stupid. 9:45. All right, so let's align. So that hopefully we can at least get away. Set orbit 500 min and orbit. Okay. And large cloud. Then rats, it didn't catch you, and PV players would be harder to catch you. Don't work in small cloud, but it really works on large ones. Okay. I don't know if this is the large one or the small one. Let me check the website. 72 is the small one. So yeah. Yeah, 72 is the small one, so. So I guess I could target the large one. Only problem with orbit is it's going to take me longer to align. They're worth it. These two are worth about the same, so that's not a problem, but I tried some gas harvesting last night thinking, yeah, I remember that shit, got lost in wormhole for hours, forgot the BM locations. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. We did some last night or yesterday. Last night for you guys, or yeah, I guess yesterday morning for you guys. And we made a profit. It wasn't a huge profit, but it's one of the things I haven't done a whole lot of. That, what's up, buddy? I'm always super nervous when I'm in a wormhole. But Lego wants to see me blow up. So I'm trying to accommodate him. Honestly, though, all the wormholes I picked, nobody seems to be in. Which, don't get me wrong, that's good, but it's giving me a false sense of security. I'm used to having somebody jump me, within 30 seconds of being in a wormhole. I scanned a data site down in there and did it very slowly. I forgot to check the wormhole to see if it had changed time, but it still have at least 4 hours, which is more than the stream. So we should be good. Unless somebody rolls it. Can't do much about that one. My fingers to the bone. Good eve, sir. What's up, FU? Good to see you. Yeah, it's actually morning here. So we were just talking about that. Almost 10 a.m. here. And quite a few of the watchers are in the morning, early morning. And then you've got Booga, who's in the afternoon already. Such an overachiever. Honestly, I thought he was ahead of me. Best, my personal option is do gas and wormholes is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights, UK time. Okay. Yeah, Wednesday night we do regular mining and high sec. I have a viewer mining event that we do every Wednesday night, East Coast time, which will would probably fit into UK time. Be morning for you guys, but and everybody's welcome for that. We do that in Upine, and we do high sec mining, so that's nice and relaxed. So, trying to do something that gets the blood flowing here on other days. Doesn't always work out that well, but I try. I try. I try. Thanks for the 5 stream streak. Ads are on, sorry. Much less traffic. Yeah, better to have less traffic. He never gives me the winning numbers for the lottery, though. Yeah, I've offered several times, but nobody ever takes me up on it. I think we need to get him from Buka. He's like a full day in advance. Yeah, Buga sounds like is the one we need to do. I told several people in my church back in Kansas City that I'd give them the lottery numbers. They just had to split it with me. A couple of them thought about it. A couple of them thought about it. If it were only that easy. You do not get ads. Excellent. Excellent. What about 6-7? I don't know what 6-7 is. Yeah. Low. It's always 9, 27, 69, 420. There you go. So you'll get a kick. You guys will get a kick out of this. So here in the Philippines, of course, you have a license plate. And I thought it was our license plate, our temporary license plate. But it turns out you also have what they call a registration sticker that's on your windshield, which we don't have in America. You have a state inspection if your state does state inspections, which Kansas never did. Missouri did, but they didn't. I think they only did them every 2 years. But anyway, here you have a registration sticker that's on your windshield. One of the workers played the numbers on our registration sticker from our car, and I guess won some money from the lottery. So Archie was trying to get him to give him a cut. So, like, hey, you need to give us a cut since you used our numbers. And I was like, yeah, I think he's okay. But yeah, I think he spent 10 pesos, which is what, roughly, but maybe a quarter, a little less than a quarter, probably about 20 cents. And he got 4,000 pesos, which is roughly about 80 bucks. So yeah, for 20 cents. Not bad. Not bad. Booga never sleeps. Yeah, Booga's always online. Booga's always online. He never sleeps. Ooh, I got to put it back on PvP. I'm sitting here looking at the wrong view. That would have been very devastating. It's been about 10 minutes. Been about 10 minutes. Get distracted. Don't get distracted. We used to have Rego stickers, but now everything is digital. Yeah, I kind of prefer the digital. Though, they just passed a law here in the Philippines. So, the nice thing, we bought a new car. We bought brand new, top of the line. And the dealership registered it for us for 3 years, which I thought was awesome, you know. In America, the only time you get the dealership to register for you if you buy from CarMax. That's the only time I ever had them actually do the registration for me. Going to the DMV, or the registration bureau in America, is literally like, you know, pulling teeth. I'd honestly rather have teeth pulled. And it's gotten worse since COVID because you got to make an appointment and then still sit there for 3 hours. But so that was nice. Well, they just passed a law here in the Philippines that now you can do a 5-year registration. So it's when our 3-year registration runs out, we'll be able to do a 5-year registration. So probably in the time we'll keep this car, because I expect in 10 years my wife will want to get rid of it and get something else, which is kind of her style. We probably will only register it once, since the dealership did it for us once, and we'll probably do the other one. So that'll be pretty awesome, because here in the Philippines, it's even worse than America. You cannot make an appointment, and you have to show up, and it's literally all day. All day. And it's just nonsense. They could make it so much more streamlined that they don't, which is why I think they passed a law to say, hey, let's do it every 5 years, because people are really starting to get irritated with the process if they have to do it every year. Ironically, for the van, we have a van as well, 15-passenger van. The van just got registered here end of January, I think, beginning of February, I think. I think it was the end of January. I think it was due in the beginning of February. We did it at the end of January. And it was just before they passed the law that said you could do a 5-year registration. So we only got a 1-year registration on the van, but next year we'll do a 5-year on it. But yeah, they went there and they were there. They actually went to Manila because it's faster in Manila. And they were still there for, I want to say, 6 hours. And it's just expected. It's kind of like with the visa thing here. So if you come here on a normal tourist visa, anybody, well, from America, I can't speak for the other countries, but from America, most people, everyone from America can get just a standard 30-day visa here in the Philippines just by landing. And then you have to go after 30 days and renew it at the American Embassy in Manila. And that's kind of like an all-day affair. And you have to wear pants. You have to wear shoes, which is uncommon here. Pants. I haven't had pants on. I probably haven't had pants on in 2 months. Mostly because I haven't been to church because of Abigail. We can't leave Abigail. And the church is in Tagalog, so church service is in Tagalog, so I don't really understand it yet. I can follow along, but not quite as well as I'd like. So my wife goes, and I stay with Abigail. So yeah, I haven't worn pants in at least 2 months, probably longer. And shoes, I wear shoes when we go to Manila. I wear shoes for that, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, the pants is definitely a big deal. And so it's to a point where they actually have a guy outside the American Embassy selling pants, because so many Americans show up to get their visa renewed, and they're denied entry to the embassy because they don't have pants on. And so there's a guy who makes money selling pants outside. Dragonhorde, good to see you, buddy. I've been missing you. We're in a wormhole, so I'm a little distracted. I'm expecting the rats to show up here any minute. So, and then I gotta run, because this venture is about worthless. But yeah, it's been 15 minutes. So yeah, so we're probably getting really close. But anyway, so yeah. So that's one where when we found out, because I'm married to a Filipina, So she's a dual citizen. She has American citizenship and Filipino citizenship. Because I'm married to a Filipino citizen, when I enter the country with her, if we show our marriage certificate, I get a year-long visa, which is the greatest thing that I have ever heard in my life. Because going to the embassy once a month and wasting all day standing in the sun with pants on is got to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever dealt with. So not having to do it for a year is really great. The problem is we've been here almost a year now. So my plan was to just leave the country and come back. As long as she's with me, I'll get another year-long visa because I'm coming in with my Filipino wife. As long as we show our marriage certificate. But she's decided because of the status of the house and where that's at that she doesn't want to do that. And I'm like, why? You know, we'll just go for a weekend. We'll jump to Vietnam for a weekend, you know, something like that, and come back and get my visa renewed. Because if I go to the embassy in Manila, I'll have to wait all day. I'll have to wear pants. And I'll only, at most, I can get a 2-month visa. 2-month extension. Which is just ridiculous. Because, you know, in the past they only gave 1 month. SpongeyJon, thanks for the raid, buddy. I'll get you another one. You get around your undies. Yeah, exactly. Wormhole, that's unusual for you. Yeah, we did it yesterday and we mined some gas. Google said mining gas is the most profitable thing in wormholes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying that for a second. But Blue Gray always swears by it, so I figured what the hell. So plus it's always good to get the blood flowing. But yeah, we got more than we got yesterday. So we only got 11 million yesterday. But yeah, these guys are going to show up here any second. So, but yeah, SpongeyJon, I'll get you a shout out here in just a second. There we go. If you guys aren't following SpongeyJon, definitely give him a follow. I have not seen a single person in the directional scanner, so I don't think that's going to be the issue. I think here is where we're going to have the problem. Is going to be when the rats show up. But yeah, SpongeyJon, appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid. But yeah, so there's actually this wormhole that we found this morning actually has 3 gas sites in it. Though it looks like only 2 of them are actually profitable. The other one's kind of crap. But we may see if we can stretch those if the wormhole stays open. And I may even bring in a ship since this wormhole seems to have 0 traffic, which I'm really surprised by. I may bring in a ship to see if I can take out the rats so that I can actually finish this one. Because if that works, that would be great. That would be great. That would be great. Because it'd be nice to actually, you know, make some money off of this. Though it's still not making like what I would expect for like abyssals and stuff. The stuff you guys make off abyssals is way higher. Way higher. But unfortunately, SpongeyJon's here, so now I'm probably going to get in trouble. I am doing great. But yeah, I am in a wormhole though. So mining gas. I'm not being an evil guy. I'm just collecting resources that were going to go to waste anyway. So you're off duty. All right, cool. Oh, you were streaming a different game? C5 and C6 wormhole. There are better gas sites. Okay, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I'm just going from high sec, so I'm pretty whatever's available. So stealing protected natural resources. There you go. I knew you guys probably had a law against this. I didn't know what it was, but there you go. There you go. Resource theft. There you go. There you go. I figured you guys had something. Yeah, Google. I just because I wanted to show kind of some of the noobs what when you do a Google search what it tells you. Definitely not the most profitable. I've made way more on many other things. And a lot of them my blood didn't get boiling or flowing this quickly. Cuz this one pretty sure when these rats show up, I got less than 30 seconds to get out before they blow this crappy venture up. So I probably could put some shield hardeners on here to help make it a little tougher. Low and nullsec gas is super profitable. Yeah. And low sec you can actually see in local if somebody's around, but that's still. I can't believe they haven't come yet. It's already over 20 minutes, like 22 minutes. Maybe somebody already killed the rats. I guess I shouldn't complain. Same with null, yeah. If it's a wormhole, there's a law against it, and if there isn't, they make one up after you get potted. There you go. That's it. That's exactly it. Like, oh crap, we don't have a law for that. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. One or two more minutes, they'll show up. Yeah. I want to make sure I'm ready. I want to make sure I'm ready. I want to make sure I'm ready, especially since nobody else. There they are. There they are.
Drive active.
Yeah, 115 kilometers. That's good. Man, they didn't even target me. Awesome sauce. And there's only 2 of them. I'm definitely coming back and getting them. Definitely coming back and getting them. Don Rico called it. He called it. All right. I wonder, do you think I could take him with a venture? Or venture. I'm in a venture right now. With a vexer? Actually, I got a battle cruiser. Maybe I'll bring that one in. Yeah, let's bring that one in. That mirror, I can always replace the mirror. That's not a problem. Alright, stock up.
Warp drive
We made it. Sorry, Lego. I let you down again. Let you down again, buddy. I'm going to go back and see if I can take him out. Because if I can take him out, I really wanted to check that wormhole, see how much time. It does have probe launcher. Jerry Can, thanks to you. Yeah, the venture I took in yesterday didn't have probe launcher.
docking permission requested.
He's like, what happens if somebody rolls the hole? I'm like, I didn't even think of that.
Docking request accepted.
You don't think of that stuff until the first time it happens to you. Jerry Can's always bailing. Between Jerry Can and Scimitar, Jerry Can's always bailing me out with info. Scimitar's always bailing me out physically. Alright, let's throw this stuff in here. And the mirror's worth 59 million. The Vexer's worth 13 million. It's probably a better choice, but it's a cruiser. I really want to be... Let's see. It's probably easier to replace. It's probably smaller too, so less likely to pop the hole. What do I got her fitted with? Multi-spectrum, multi-compact EM. That's probably not very good. Drone augmentation link. That's not too bad. Auto cannons. Would work. a little too far away. The Myrmidon, I'm sure the Myrmidon has rail guns on it, which will definitely give me the range. Yeah. Yeah, let's take the Myrmidon. I might regret it, but it's got an armor tank on it. What hardeners do I got? Multi-spectrum. Kinetic. Kinetic's usually a good bet. I got a web of fire on there too, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Yeah, let's go with this one. I'm not logging on. Nope, I appreciate Scimitar. Lego, he didn't care if I lost the Venture. The Venture's not risky enough. So the Myrmidon now, now we're talking. Now we're talking. The Myrmidon I can build, so I can replace it pretty easily.
Active.
Why is my cap booster not loaded? That's weird. Iron. Alright. Joe Rowe, good to see you, buddy. Flying it without a probe launcher. Yeah, I am. I am. I'm just going to go in and kill the rats and come back out. So, yeah. But, yeah, you're right. I should never fly without a probe launcher. Cherry can, when you... This logic that you're using is so disheartening. So disheartening. Now, the big question is, which one did I go to? I think I went to the miner. Probably should have been better to make sure. Yes, I did. All right. Warp to 0. Here we go.
Warp drive active.
All right. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Hopefully nobody rolls the hole on me. Probably help if I put it on the overview that actually shows me the enemy ships. Way too close. Not gonna worry about this for a second. I'm not even hitting them. Oof. Now we're doing some damage. Make sure somebody doesn't sneak up on me. I don't think I need you anymore. I don't think the rails are hitting. Let's switch. Let's switch to antimatter. Maybe I guess I gotta shut it off. Come on, fire. Fire. Alright, now we're doing some damage. Yeah, I see it. Come on, take him out. They're doing way more damage to me than I'm doing to them. Railguns missed completely. Yeah, let's change the orbit to 20. Well, that's going to give me a little bit more damage. There we go. Ah, we got him. Now we got him. Once we got through the shields. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Well, I guess I'll be looking for a new corp. Why are you looking for a new corp, Joe? What happened? I thought you were pretty happy with yours. Come on. Thermal and EM? That's EM, I think, yeah. Which I have an EM one on there. So. Yeah, once we get through the shields, then it works out pretty good, so. Come on, shield's almost broke. Come on. Come on. Bingo. Got him. Wow, 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 wow. Take the long way home, you super tramp. Oh, it's got the wreck. I was like, what is that? It's the wreck. All right. Return. Let's go to the exit. Turn you off. Reload. Reload. Bingo. Piece of cake. Actually, you know what? Stop. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I could have picked that up. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and pick it up. At least pick up the loot. I feel you there. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
All right, cool. Wormhole's still there, Jerry can. So we should be able to come back and mine some more gas. So will more rats show up in another 20 minutes, or is it one and done? Come on. One and done. Excellent. I love it. Yeah, we'll mine the rest of this belt. Well, at least until somebody PvPs me. I think I need to try some abyssals. I think that's what I need to do. Sleeper cache. Yeah. Sleeper data. Not bad. One and done. I like it. Oh, we got a heron. All right, come on, come on. Quick, quick, quick. Damn it. Nothing like overshooting it. Come on, come on. All right, let's go. Before he rolls the hole.
Warp drive active.
He's got his probes out. He's got his probes out. He's actually doing core scanners, so he's probably just looking for the same things I was. Maybe we'll give him a few minutes. Come on. Keeping it ranged. No, that's not what I said. I said enter. All right. Let's dock up.
Warp drive active.
I think the Vexer probably could have taken it. Though it doesn't do as much DPS. The railguns, I didn't really need the distance for the railguns, so the auto cannons would have worked out good. And all the rest.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I'll let the Heron scan those down. They're probably looking for the data sites. So I'll let them do the data sites and move on. And we'll go back into mine again. Oop. Toast. I don't think I have any drones, to be honest, which was kind of a stupid thing. But I figured, why have drones? It's not gonna. No, I'm not gonna fight anybody off, which is probably true. But I could take a salvage drone at least. Except I do have a salvage drone. All right, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. We'll give him a second. He probably scans faster than me, so. So anyway, what's going on? Actually, let's switch over to Kragan. We'll get Kragan's dailies. That way, we're covered. And actually, let's trade. Because he's got a bunch of ore here that we should have given him already. Scanners. Hammerheads. He doesn't have any boosters. I could have swore I had boosters with him. Yeah, he's not using a booster now. Do I have any boosters? I don't think so. Nope. Skill extractors. Well, at least they won't expire. I could have swore he had a bunch. I could have swore he had a bunch. All right. Got that. All right. So for his dailies, Oh, we can manufacture. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Come on. Jobs is what I hit. We don't have any pyrite. Only uses pyrite, which is much cheaper. But I don't have pyrite. Like an idiot. Alright. That covers that one. And let's do our 3 jumps. What am I flying? What am I flying? Retriever. Retriever's not going to be a good 3 jump one. Let's do this guy. Let's do this one. You know, there's no mission ones today. No, 25, yeah. I think it's Laren Bumps. I think. Laren Bumps, Billy, Eugene. Pretty sure.
Active.
Laren Bumps, Billy, Eugene. So, yep. I did not get my dailies for my other characters yesterday, which was kind of bad. So I need to get those today. But I don't want to log Falstaff out, because if I log Falstaff out, then I'll lose all the scans that he's done already. So I guess I could go back in there and save him and then log him out. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Tomorrow night is our mining event night, so please feel free to join us tomorrow. Everyone's welcome. We provide the boost. We provide the compression. No charge. We don't accept tips. We do it all out of the kindness of our heart. We do it in Ufine, which is in Galente space. High-sec mining. I can type. And we will have max boost, compression. It's a good time. Nice and relaxing. Nice and relaxing. A lot of good conversation. A lot of good conversation. Unfortunately, with me being in wormholes here lately, not a whole lot of conversation. Too hard for me to talk. I gotta pay attention too much, so. Alright, so there's his dailies. I'm gonna dock him up. Collect his dailies. Bingo bongo. Got 4 days left, looks like. Yeah, 4 days left. The other ones, I think, got 6 days left. I think. Not counting today. So it's probably 7 days as of today.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I'm not sure why I don't have boosters for these guys. Now let me log his other guy in. We'll get his quick.
Connecting.
Actually, he doesn't have anything to build. Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Skill training completed.
Expedition frigates. Oh, we still got plenty in there. So he does have a booster on. Yeah, he's got a booster still going. Cool. Alright, so we got destroy, scan, manufacture. He has a blueprint, but he doesn't have minerals there, so that's our problem. 17 jumps. I don't want to go there. Yeah. Well, now. That sucks. What were the other ones? I should have brought it to scan. Actually, he can buy one. He's got some points. Yeah, he's still got 35,000. There we go. So we'll jump 3. That's cool. But yeah, tomorrow is the mining event night, so feel free to join us. We do it every week. Wednesday night, American time, Thursday morning here in the Philippines. Thursday afternoon if you're in Australia. Thursday morning if you're in the UK. Early Thursday morning if you're in the UK. Nay.
Warp drive active.
So yeah. After we do this, guys, we'll jump Falstaff back in there. That heron should be done. Excellent. Excellent. That's the best news I've heard all day. Best news I heard all day. Yeah, it's always a good time. Always a good time. Always a good time.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, what I did is I put a jump clone there. And that worked out pretty good. Speaking of that, I probably need to jump back to my mining guy. Because right now I'm in a clone with no implants, just in case I get killed in wormhole space. After the show, my evening patrol usually ends right when you're kicking off. So excellent. I'm gonna try and catch a nap so I can start. There you go. Appreciate it. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we usually have a pretty good time. Scimitar usually does our boost, and he's got the best boost in the business, so totally maxed out. Totally maxed out. Alright, let's dock this guy up. Dock.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, there's the Skinner stuff. Which I just gave the other ones a Falstaff. I knew that was going to happen. Skinner's got the best ones in the business. Jackson also has really good boost. But Jackson, the problem we have with Jackson is, number one, he's not always available. Number two, when he is available, he usually falls asleep. Which doesn't always work out for our booster. So we actually keep fireworks here in the stations so that if he falls asleep, we can try and wake him up. So yeah. But yeah, that's one of those where it doesn't always quite work out. So I have a storyline mission here. Let me see what this says. See how bad it is. Oop. War preparation. Needs amber. Of course, I don't have any amber. It's got 2 days left on it. Maybe we'll look at mining some amber. 5 jumps. Yeah. Alright, anyway. You know what? Let's leave him on. I'm going to switch back to Falstaff. Spectre Void. You mean the Mafia or Evangelist doesn't pay that well? Exactly. 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 If you guys aren't following Spectre Void, please give him a follow. If for only the entertainment factor of having him fight with SpongeyJon. So yeah. Good to see you, Spectre. Spectre also likes to try and scare me with jump scares and stuff. And the digital the Discord phone thing, which I think he's caught me with several times.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's see if this heron's done. Oop. See if this heron's done. I do fine for it. Just figured I'd join another streamer's fleet. He's all good. He's all good. Good song. Good song. All right, let's see. I haven't looked at this one. I did just look at it. Still got it. Less than a day, so I still got at least 12 hours. Let's see if this heron's still in here. He should be done by now. Oh, he's still got his scanner probes out. Well, that freaking sucks. Did he forget him? I bet you he's cloaked. He's not done. Alright, well, you know what?
Warp drive active.
That's alright. On a dark desert highway. Now I gotta figure out which one's the big one again. The big one is the C70. C70. How come I'm not seeing... Oh, because I already looted them. That's why. Too far away. Crying out loud. Well, that sucks. Alright, once his probes are gone, we'll look at that. He's using core scanner probes, so they're not combat probes. So, but then again, you can tell with my venture that it's going to be okay. Make sure to pay taxes. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not a problem in Eve because CCP double dips. You got paying taxes on both sides, sometimes 3 or 4 times. And especially if you're doing that Skinner stuff. Good God. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So let me save. And still those voices are calling from far away. Surely he didn't leave his probes. Oh, I'm like, where's my ore? It's in there. Yeah, maybe he did. This old fart's going to bed. Have a great night, all. Take care, SpongeyJon. Good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Of our own device. Very cloudy here today in the Philippines. Very cloudy. Yesterday was really cloudy too. Very windy. Meat and cheese for breakfast. I don't have any breakfast. Wow, 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 wow. He might be slower than me. There's only 2 data sites. They were 3s though. I guess I could fly there and see if he's doing them. Actually, maybe the heron's done and it's somebody else now. I don't know why it shows. I guess it is 97. Eight minutes till the ads. One thing I will say about this wormhole mining is makes the time go by fast. Probably because I'm panicked the whole time. Like watching a horror movie. Waiting for the pop. Lego, I think, is taking bets on whether I get popped or not. Actually, if Lego doesn't come into wormholes, otherwise I would think he might actually come here to try and see if he could pop me himself. So, just because I keep thwarting him. What's the odds, Lego? Yeah, probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. Though I've actually gotten 2 loads out so far. Well, not 2 full loads, but I probably have about 25 million in gas that I've got so far. Took out a couple sleeper rats. Not bad. So I do want to salvage them, but they're too far away. I should have had the Myrmidon orbit the cloud so that it would keep the wrecks close. Hindsight's always 20/20. There really wasn't that many sights in here for that heron, and you guys said that if you leave the system, your probes automatically go back, so you really can't leave probes. So, not very good considering I've already been in that wormhole for a good 2 hours, not being stealthy about it. Yeah. Well, stealthy's not my strong point. I'm pretty excited that I killed the rats. Ah, there the probes are gone. Nope, they're back. They're stored core probes, so they're not combat probes. But then again, if I'm in a venture, I'm obviously at one of the mining sites. Maybe he just doesn't care. Doesn't care. Actually, I probably need to check. Are those data sites still there? So yeah, the data sites are still there, which is weird. I would have thought the heron would have been doing those. So, Huff and Gas also currently found instrumental site. There you go. Just lost a zealot, but got on 30 kills into his big fight. Wow. 30 kills. Man, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. All right, the probes are gone. So curious if he's just leaving or left, or if he's like, hey, let me see if I can find this idiot. Steal his gas. Steal his gas. Would have been more, but it took me 10 minutes to reship because of the tidy and getting my pod out of bubbles. Yeah. That always sucks. Time for me to fly. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like maybe he left. That's what he wants you to think. Now, this is kind of like the FBI thing we were talking about the other day. If the FBI, I pity the fool at the FBI that is stuck listening to my phone conversations, or at least when I was in America. Of course, I still have an American phone, but yeah, very few phone conversations now, maybe once a month. But pity the fool that listens to my phone conversations, because that's got to be the most boring job. There you go. Same thing with the cloaky that's out here watching me. So I did loot the wrecks. That's why I don't know why they're showing up that way. But yeah, I did loot them. But they're too far away for me to salvage. So I'll wait till after I clean up this gas and then I'll go salvage them. The gas is worth more, I think, than them. Plus, it'll take forever to salvage them with this salvage one drone. Thanks, Spectre Void. Almost got me. Oh, there's an Astero. I just caught him for a quick glimpse. He puts out combat probes, we're gone. But once again, I'm in a venture, so it's a pretty good bet. You don't need the combat, actually. I'm at a site that he'd have to scan down, so he'd have to put out some probes, but... So at least that's better than the ore sites, which are automatically visible. I just don't think anybody really cares about me. Which is probably good. Probably a good place to be. What was it? Somebody said, I think Vince said, kill's a kill. Well, and there's no structures here, so it doesn't look like anybody lives here. So I don't have to, where they just want to kill you to get you away from their structures. I care. Thank you, FU. I appreciate it. I do like the wormhole because they can't see who I am. It used to be back in the day because my character's so old, so this character's 23 years old. I would get picked off just because I was 23 years old. And then they'd actually start yelling at me in local because they'd be like, man, I was expecting more of a challenge. You suck. I didn't tell you to attack me. Yeah. You only see structures if they are within D-scan range. Ah, okay. Well, and I've flown a couple different places, so yeah, you could be right. There still could be some here. Normally I see at least one. But yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. There you go. Oh, Myrmidon. That's what I was just in. Awesome sauce. Oh, it's EOS. Yep. One level up. One level up. One level up. Yeah, I don't know if the Astero just cut through. He never put out any probes. First we love you, then we kill you, then we fleet up in Rome. There you go. There you go. And we move on and see who else we can kill. Make a day of it. I can't tell if that gnat is on the inside of the window or not. And I know if I stand up here to figure it out, somebody's going to jump in here and kill me. So, ads are on. I think he's on the inside. I do. I think he's on the inside. Gnats drive me crazy. There he is. There he is. Ah. Of course, he's so small he might have fit through the fly swatter holes. I love that top damage on my death was a bomber from my own alliance. Whoops. Whoops. Hate when that happens. Hate when that happens. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, it looks like the Astero just cut through. Or else he's getting in position. Assume the position. But yeah, I think the FBI thing is kind of like whatever Clokey gets stuck following me around to see what I'm up to. Like, talk about boring jobs. This guy sucks. Why do I have to follow him around? Jacob's boarded. Jacob's boarded. Oh, there's a Caracal Navy issue. That guy was the one that was on early. Alright, that's probably one I need to get out of here with. We'll give him a second. There he is. There he is. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go. I made it. Woo! Now, did he roll the hole? No, he didn't.
Thank you.
No, he didn't. Awesome sauce. Enter. All right, we made it. Vinegar, good to see you. Thanks for the follow. I thought you followed me before. At Twitch. Twitch is always screwing up. All right, let's drop this stuff off. Another 12 million in gas. Whew. Had to catch my breath. So as long as you're diligent, you should be okay. Should be okay. Famous last words. Famous last words. Whew.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That was stressful. That was stressful. I think I got the gnat. I haven't seen the gnat. So that was a
I'll be
success.
back.
I'll be back. Yeah. I wonder how long he's going to hang around. See if I come back. Probably a bit. Probably a bit. All right. So let's see. With the gas I have, I got 41 million. 41 million. Not bad. Still not my best night. Still not my best night. But so is there any way to uncompress the amber? Okay, if I go to a station, a player-owned station, can I uncompress it? Because that one of my guys has a storyline mission for amber, which would be okay. No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was hoping. Once it's compressed, you're screwed. 3 jumps. 4 jumps. 6 jumps. I guess I could go do another one, but... Oh, drop the bomb. Yeah, let's give this guy a bit. Alright. What else we got? Destroy 25 Capsuleers, yeah. Actually, speaking of that, oh, I forgot to check my jobs. What a doofus. Golem's got an hour left. An hour left. Wow. That's actually pretty good. You were my friend. Hail. Yeah, the hail's what I wanted, but somebody told me to do something else. It wasn't hail, it was something else. Well, that's hail too. Yeah, but that got me another one. And you were my... Oh, it didn't! Oh, because it was a... Because it's a research project. But I hate when that happens. Alright. There. That got it for me. Alright. You know what? No, void. Void, that's the one. Yeah. So what void armor, what's void ammo come from? Void. There we go. Void. Industry. Void blueprint. Variation is antimatter. Oh. Oh, crap. That's a piece of cake. So. Helps if you spell it right. So there's antimatter large. That's in Billy. All right, let's make a copy. This one. FBI, open up! Hey, Vinegar, thanks for the raid, buddy. That's the sound of the police, exactly. You guys aren't following Vinegar. Please give him a follow. Alright, cool. And actually, I'm not following him, so I'm going to follow him. Thanks for that. Blitz is there, too. Blitz, I'll get you a shout out here in a second. I love that raid one. I actually paid for that raid one, so yeah, that's how you know. Do I want 200? I don't think I want 200. 200 runs per copy. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's do the same thing here. Let's do only 200. I don't have the small. Okay. So that'll get those started. See, you spend the night in a wormhole and all the cops show up. Exactly. Morty. Morty, I'll get you a shout out here as well. My God, you guys are just piling in. Vinegar, thanks for bringing everybody. Appreciate it. There's Blitz. If you guys aren't following Blitz, give Blitz a shout out. I'm pretty sure this is going to time me out. 44 seconds. 44 seconds, of course. 44 seconds. I need more mods, yeah. I got back just in time to get rated over. Perfect. 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 Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Actually, I just need to set up the auto shout-outs. But, of course, the timer still does it, so... But yeah, unfortunately, 8 seconds. Doesn't matter. No matter how long I wait, it's always. Always. There you go. There's Blitz. And I'll get Morty here in a second. Definitely check out Blitz. He's one of SpongeyJon's cohorts in crime. So yeah, I was actually in a wormhole mining gas. Somebody came in and tried to pop me, but I got away. I got away. I got away. But yeah, now you guys all showed up, so now I feel guilty. So the big shout out from Shadow has 2-minute timer. Yeah, yeah. When they get raided by Wormhole PD, yeah, after Caracal Navy. Yeah, that's kind of suspicious. That is kind of suspicious. Though it had the guy's name on there. It said Lucius something or other. Lucius something. I mean, I need to look that up. He was on the other side of the clouds. And oh yeah. Yeah, luckily I got away. Luckily I got away. Luckily I got away. Luckily I got away. If you guys aren't following Morty, definitely give Morty a follow. I'm sure his is going to be here a second. He probably lived there since most people don't scan in a caravan. Yeah, he actually had a heron earlier. He was the same guy that had the heron. And it looks like he has them all named after his name. All his ships were named after his name. So, which I agree, he probably does live there. Most people don't advertise their name. But it was Lucius something. So, yeah. But yeah, I think he scanned everything down with the heron. When I left earlier, I stayed out for a while so he could do all his scanning and work the data sites and move on. But that wasn't what he was doing. So there's a very new thing to do. That's a very noob thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, well, I figured with the Caracal Navy, he already had everything scanned. He saw me in the venture, so he just went to all the mining sites. So there's Morty. Give Morty a follow if you guys aren't following Morty. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. But yeah. But yeah, he's hanging out there now, so. Actually, I got to figure out where this gas is the most profitable. Oh, I can haul it. Not there. Definitely not there. Probably Doe Dixie. Now you hurry up and wait. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm actually going to run to the bathroom because the coffee, I'm on my second cup of coffee. Almost done my second cup of coffee, and it's going through me like coffee. So I'll be right back. Oh. Seems like the wife is still in bed. Yeah, sorry about that. I did some casual. Now you heard him wait. Bro, you have no clue. I'll let you know if you can actually pull the trigger tonight. There you go. Other side of the cloud. Funny, my gas wormhole get raided. Yeah. Replying to Mortish Nerd. Hurry up and wait. Yeah. I missed it. Kids basketball game is harder to watch than Blitz doing PvP. I missed that one. I missed that one. You have no idea. I'll let you actually pull the trigger tonight. Yeah. I did some casual gas mining a while back where I live in Null. Ended up with 900 million each of gas after a handful of sites. That's cool. Is it worth it to do reactions from gas? I think so. But it's a lot of setup. So I extracted my porpoise alt. But since I wasn't getting enough use in managing 3 omegas with no real job is shit. Yeah, that does suck. Philippines is awesome. No, it is really cloudy here today. It's been really cloudy the last several days. It's not raining, it's just cloudy. So, but yeah, like it keeps threatening to rain. But yeah, I'm loving the Philippines. Loving the Philippines. I can't believe we're approaching a year. It really seems like we just got here like a month or so ago. But yeah, so for some reason I can't PvP in Ark. Every time they speak in Prox chat, I feel bad. I don't get. Porpoise is great for gas compression. Yeah, that's what I heard. But yeah, that's too expensive for me to take in a wormhole. I'm doing a venture with tier one scoops. I'm as low as I can get, and a low probe launcher. So yeah, because yeah, I'm figuring I'm gonna get popped. It's only a matter of time. Unfortunately, we've been getting away with it now for a little while, but yeah, it's only a matter of time until somebody pops me. Blitz, I'm waiting because I'm going to go gooping. But yeah, it's only a matter of time. But I got about 48 million so far in gas. So it's been okay. I really wish we could scan down these wrecks, because I'd like to clean up everybody else's junk. I really would. Salvage is worth it from that perspective. Maybe that's one suggestion I'll make to CCP, that hey, let us use combat probes to scan down wrecks. Show info. All right, still less than a day. Still more than 4 hours. So there you go. I was in the market for a Tengu for street cornerback, and someone sold me the exact fit I needed for 900 million. Fit is worth 1.4 billion. Good job. He's an adventure. So he's an adventure now. Same one. Lucen Valemo. He's an adventure now. He probably saw that I cleared the rats, so now he's out there doing it. I'm gonna go out there and see what he does. Figure I can always warp back out. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think he lives here. He's gonna have his caracal around somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I probably won't get any gas, but I'll just let him know I'm still watching. Yep, there he is. Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so now he's mining it. You think so? I don't know. I figure he probably wouldn't let me huff it. He'd probably go get his stuff. He's on the other side of the cloud, yeah. Oh, he's probably orbiting it like I was. Boom, boom, boom.
Warp drive active.
I think it was the C-70 is what I was doing. He's still in the venture. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so it looks like he's doing the same one. Maybe we'll share. If he comes back, leave, or rat spawn again. Yeah. Should I wave to him in local? The clouds are actually huge. Yeah. This one said I could get rid of it in 37 minutes with a venture. But I think it was with tier 2s. There's a Nestor. That's a battleship. Oof. Yeah. Showed up and then disappeared. I mean, huge as in the grid. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, he's not moving. Nestor is mostly used for logging and refitting. Okay. Yeah, it showed it was a battleship. We'll see how much he lets me get away with. Maybe he's calling one of his corp mates. Oh, yeah, he might be rolling it. That would suck. But that's alright. Yeah, he might be rolling it. Because they got too much activity. Yeah, they got like 3 gas belts in here. So maybe that's one of his corp mates. And they're rolling it. Yeah. You're probably right. I scanned down the other wormholes. I'll jump to one of those. No, that could be an all-day thing trying to get out. Yeah. They probably are. That makes sense. That's probably what I would do. Having too much activity in our wormhole. Let's roll it. Let's roll it. And then once they roll it, I'm kind of stuck. Though I do have the other wormholes, so I could probably jump to one of those. That could put me anywhere, though. I don't know. What do you think? Think I should take off? If it's already rolled, it ain't gonna make no difference at this point. Maybe that's what they're letting me collect the gas, and then they'll blow me up and take what I collected. So that way they get twice as much. The Nestor could have been cutting through, too. It wasn't on there long. If they live here, they probably don't care about hiding, so... I don't know. If they roll it, they roll it. I did scan the other ones down, though, so I think there were 2 other wormholes. Yeah, there are 2 other wormholes. 3 total. And it actually still shows it's there, so they must not have rolled it. I didn't think about that. But here, you can see it on here. There it is right there. And it still shows it's there. So yeah, so they didn't roll it. I didn't think about that. But yeah, since I had already scanned it down, I can still see it. Not what I clicked on. School of Applied Knowledge. So he's only been playing for 38 days and he's here in a wormhole. That's interesting. Maybe an alt. Maybe an alt. He's not moving. It's like he's AFK mining. Yeah, they're still there. There's the bookmark. I think we're okay. But yeah, I'm also nervous about doing wormhole gas mining with all these wormhole PD in here. That'd be just my luck since I'm not masking where I'm at. They'd send some out to one of their brothers and say, "Hey, go pick up this guy. Go pick up this guy. He's getting a little bold." They'd have to know how to get to you. Yeah. Well, I don't mask my system, so if we found you, we would close stream. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you could probably use an arrest, right, Blitz? Morty said you're having trouble, so it's hilarious though that this dude is just mining alongside me. Yeah. Well, I guess I cleared the rats, so I guess he figured, what the hell? I'm curious. Am I close to the rats? I am. I am close to the rats. Got to be within 19. You got to be kidding me. Yeah. They are collecting data on you to arrest you later, like DUI testing. Yeah. Here we have video evidence of him mining gas in a wormhole. They won't stream snipe you. I appreciate that. This is a stakeout. There you go. Stakeout. In Ark, I'm having trouble. In Eve, I killed a Tempest in my throat. There you go. So Ark is where you're having trouble. I always have trouble in Ark too. We played Ark with Lego, and yeah, that was when I was looking for the kill counter because I got killed so many times. I thought people would enjoy the kill counter kind of rolling. Autonomous, good to see you, buddy. If you guys aren't following Autonomous, give him a follow. Another great Australian streamer. I'm just out here mining with my friends in the wormhole. They don't know they're my friends yet. Sneak and destroy. Lokival, the nubs raiding. Thanks, Lokival. My goodness, that's like the third raid. Probably noob, right? Appreciate you. I'll get your other shout out here in a second. I got a time. There's a timer. Damahedron, good to see ya. Draco, good to see you. Another freaking wormhole PD guy. God, guys, you're killing me. You guys are killing me. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Logaval. All right, 40 seconds. 40 seconds. I knew it was going to be too early, but wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Seems awful sus that they're all showing up when I'm in a wormhole. Yeah, you know, they never show up any other time. And now that I'm in a wormhole, they're all like, hey. Okay. Give me a second, Lokival. I'll add you as a VIP. There you go. You should be good now. I should have it automatically add streamers, but doesn't quite work that way. Not bad. Not bad. First one on the list is already 2 billion. That's awesome. That's awesome. That looks like a good deal. That looks like a good deal for the day. Probably shouldn't have ever automatically added anyone just to be honest. Yeah, it's all right. You're a streamer, so that makes you at least semi-trustworthy. So, Insta-sell, yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff that's all the ways out there, so. Yeah, if you weren't a streamer, I probably wouldn't have added you right off the bat. The bots are starting to get more intelligent. Say, hey, can I post a link? But yeah, appreciate the raid. Yeah, those red things are the main loot. Yeah, and those are insta-sell. Can't beat that. That's a good day. That's a good day. That's a good day. Zerbidin and Blitz. There's another one. There's another one that love affair made in Eve. Friends like that. Friends like that. Oh man, my back itches. Yeah, appreciate the raid. Appreciate all the raids. You guys are awesome. SpongeyJon had the first one. Lokival with the last one. I don't remember who was in the middle. Yeah, exactly. Well, we are the good guys. Yeah, you're the good guys. That's what we keep telling ourselves. That's what we keep telling ourselves. Vinny, yeah, Vinny was in. Yeah, Vinny was in the middle. Yep. Yeah, it is kind of ironic though that the one day I'm in a wormhole and these guys all show up to keep an eye on me. Documenting the evidence. Documenting the evidence. Enter 10 gas sites. All right. I think I just entered the same one 5 times, so not sure that should count. But yeah, they love to smack everyone around. Double Wormhole PD raid tonight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? In my defense, I'm not even in Eve. There you go. There you go. Famous last words. Famous last words. I did make sure to at least be in a blank clone, because I figured I was going to get killed. But ironically, we've actually made out pretty good. Haven't got killed yet. Yet is the key phrase. In fact, the one guy that probably had the best bet of doing it is sitting here mining with us now. Vinny the Chief, head of the Wormhole PD. Research is still being conducted. There you go. I can't shoot the baby seals in Ark. Yeah, come on. They give good resources. I've been working nights last 3 days and can finally get on and play. There you go. Well, congratulations, Irvington. Sorry you've been working so much, but I do understand. Yeah, you should be able to club them, at least knock them out. Oh, he took off. Where'd he go? I bet you he went to get his... I bet you he went to get his Caracal Navy. Yeah. Alright, let's see. If he comes back with his Caracal Navy, time for me to go. Come on. Come on. Alright, thanks, Locaval. Thanks again for the raid. Appreciate it. Off to bed. Sleep well. Maybe he's decided I'm not a problem. I don't know. Nobody lets you hang out forever. Cold as them dirty Eve Scout litter bugs. There you go. Yeah. Cough, cold. Yeah. No, Wormhole PD's too organized to be a cult. The would be militia like Robin Hood. There you go. Robin Hood militia, yeah. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Maybe he decided I'm not a threat. Or maybe he's just waiting for me to quit spamming D-scan. Like eventually his finger will get tired. So the good guys, yeah. When you put Robin Hood in there, I knew he was going to use it to equate himself back to the good guys. Nobody thinks of Robin Hood as a thief. Maybe he had to go unload. Oh, that's it. Should we try and scoop the other one? I mean, we're here. Nope, there he is. He's back.
Warp drive active.
Maybe he knew how much was left. Yeah, I'm just repeating the facts. You guys are speaking. Yeah, there you go. I haven't checked lately to see if they rolled the hole, but... Nope, still there. Come on. There's another 14 million in gas. I can live with that. Just drop that baby off. Better every time I drop it off. That way I can't lose it. That way I can't lose it. So it looks like he actually left. I don't think he lives there.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Vince, I don't think he lives there. I think he had to leave the wormhole and come back. It took too long. If he lived there, I thought he would have been able to switch a lot faster. Alright, cool beans. Up to 55 million. Not bad. Not bad. Which is kind of weird. I guess I thought it was 48 last time, but obviously not. We'll give him a second. We'll give him a second. We'll give him a second. But yeah, appreciate all the raids tonight, guys. You guys are awesome. Even if you are Wormhole PD, you guys are still awesome. Still, even if you arrest me for mining gas in a wormhole, you're still awesome. Still awesome. Still awesome. Still awesome. Ah, I think my phone's actually charged. Cool beans. That's my biggest problem. It's keeping my phone charged. Keeping my phones charged, plural.
Captain. Message.
We're the good guys. Yeah, we're the good guys. There you go. I guess I could go to one of those other ones. That's Spectre Void again. He almost gets me. It's actually funny, Spectre, because my wife, I'm in a group chat on Facebook with my wife and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and she's been calling me on Facebook, calling them on Facebook because I'm in the chat. It calls me as well, and I've been ignoring it because I assumed it was you playing tricks on me. That's a little different, but I still fell for it. But I was like, yeah, because I figured it was you, and it wasn't. So yeah.
Warp drive active.
All right, let's see what we can find. Not the tower you're looking for. I love it. Star Wars everywhere. Star Wars everywhere. Boom, boom. Star Wars everywhere. All right, so let's check this since we're on the outside. Still says 12 hours. They're not trying to roll it. Let me see if he's still in his caracal, if he switched. Blitz pop-up needs to come back and stream again. There you go. Yeah. No, it looks like he's gone. Or he's cloaked.
Warp drive active.
Are the Wormhole PG legitimate or are they a cult? Militia, mercenaries, or the mafia? What do you think? There you go. There you go. And it'll sound even better with Samuel Jackson saying it.
Spectre Void asked me, are the Wormhole PD legitimate, or are they a cult, militia, mercenaries, or the mafia? What do you think? Well, let me break it down for you, Spectre Void. In the wild world of EVE Online, definitions can get a bit blurry. You know, Wormhole PD might look like a militia, you know, when they're trying to bring some order, but sometimes they seem more like mercenaries, though, with all that wheeling and dealing. And hey, throw in a touch of cult vibes with their dedication and maybe a sprinkle of mafia flair. Just a colorful cocktail of space personas.
Samuel Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson. I strayed too far away. I said stay. Ugh, crying out loud. Come on. Oh, there's a Venture. He's back. But he's into Venture. Oh, he's in a capsule now. So maybe he kept it here. I bet you he kept it here. He's switching ships. Maybe he's going to bring his Navy. Wait, so you can ask the question? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a couple of them. You got to look at which ones. But some of them will actually, and there's one that even makes songs. Caviar Liberta always is in here making songs.
So how do you come in?
Yeah, see, that's not one of the asked questions. So, yeah, you got to find the ones that say ask. And then what they'll do is they'll take your question and then they'll, that didn't even sound like Danny DeVito, by the way. But, yeah. Yeah. All right, the capsule's gone, so they must be back in the Venture. I wonder why, what are you doing? I'm not worried if he's in a Venture. Well, I probably should be, but... I orbited the cloud, so I should be on the other side. I'm hoping. Nah, looks like maybe he's mining something else. How big and beautiful is the Wormhole Police Department? There you go. Give it a second. It's got to generate it.
86 asked me, how big and beautiful is the Wormhole Police Department? Let me tell you, folks, the Wormhole Police Department is huge. It's truly something special in the world of EVE Online. Some say it's chaotic, some say it's organized, but what they all agree on is that it's got a massive presence. Like the hands of yours truly, it's got a strong grip on the space community with a whole lot of passion. People talk about it, folks. Believe me, it's like nothing else you'll see out there in the cosmos.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of them. I think Jack Sparrow is another one that you can do the ask. And then, of course, Samuel Jackson. Like my massive hands. They're massive. Yeah, so he must be mining somewhere else. So he's probably at one of the other ones. There was a more profitable one, but I was worried about the towers on it. Because it said it would spawn towers. And they did pretty big damage. So I'm happy with this one. Yeah, when I looked him up, it turns out he's only been playing for about a month, or that character's only a month old. 38 days. He's still in the School of Applied Knowledge, so. Now we're approaching the 3-hour mark. Cool. Appreciate all the raids tonight, guys. What's a month-old character doing on a wormhole in a Navy cruiser? Sounds fishy. Yeah, I'm assuming it's an alt for somebody. But, and he's also, every one of his ships has his name in it. So he's like, he's just using the default assemble where it puts your name in it, which is kind of weird. So yeah, I don't know. No new players, only alts. There you go. Yeah. That's what I'm figuring. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Conan. Kind of weird. And Vince had also mentioned that a Caracal Navy is kind of a noob move. So maybe he is a new player. Like I said, his Caracal Navy and the Venture both have his name in them. So, which is the default assemble. When you just hit assemble, it does it with your name on it, which is kind of silly. Gonna lurk bit. Gotta lock in and shoot some arcs. There you go. Good luck. Make sure you get your PvP in. Don't get startled by the proximity chat. A proximity voice. That's awesome. We never did the proximity voice, so I can't say anything. I probably would get startled by it too. Like, somebody talking to me? And boom, dead. Arc PvP, PvE. Yeah, there you go. That's what mine always was. I got killed enough by the dinosaurs. I didn't need people killing me. No, actually, I think Jerry Can tried to knock me out several times. I think he just wanted to have his way with me. Ark is a new game about robots taking over the earth. Oh, Ark, yes. Yes. Oh, you're right. I was thinking Ark with the dinosaurs. He's talking about Ark Raiders. You're right. Yeah, I haven't played Ark Raiders yet. Good job, Booga. Excellent move. Me sitting here talking about the wrong game. That sounds like something I would do. So, yeah. Thanks for clearing that up, Booga. Yeah, so it is robots taking over the Earth. I didn't realize that's what it was. I knew it was a new game. It hasn't gone on sale yet, so I haven't got it. And it's all PvP. I get killed all the time in it. Definitely don't want to pay $40 to get shot in the head. I can do that for free with Counter-Strike. Love Arc Raiders. Yeah, I know Anarchos really enjoys it too. And who's the other one? Sniper. Sniper also plays it a lot too. Sniper Chris. I always call him Super Chris, but yeah, Sniper Chris. He plays it a lot too. I prefer to be friendly when possible. Sometimes I go out with defibrillators, help other raiders that would get knocked down. That's cool. See, Boga, I like that. I think that's awesome. My problem is every time I do that, somebody shoots me in the head. Try to be a good guy.
Thank you.
Never goes well. So I ain't your buddy. Thanks for the follow. Zerbiden's off. Just started playing Eve and I'm loving it. Excellent. Welcome to the addiction. Welcome to the addiction. I've been playing for 23 years. So you got any questions, let me know. But I haven't played the whole 23 years, but this character's 23 years old. Eve went live Memorial Day weekend 2003. And he was born a couple months later. So yeah, I've gotten killed myself while doing that. I will defend when needed, but who shoots first normally wins. There you go. Logged on to do dailies. There you go. And speaking of that, I got to get my dailies done for my other two characters. I always say, oh, I'll do it after the stream. And then the wife's like, hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then by the time I think about it, Booga's on and downtime is approaching quickly. And then I lose another day. Yeah, he's mining away. He must be in one of the other belts. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played the whole 23 years. I took a couple breaks. I had a wormhole corp that I lived in for well over 10 years that I played nonstop. And that got to be like a second job. I'd go to work all day, and come home, log into Eve, and mine ice so that I could keep the player-owned station fueled. And yeah, it was like a second job. But I did that for well over 10 years. But CCP has made some changes in the past that were pretty knee-jerk reactions, and so that caused people to leave several times. I was one of those, but yeah. But yeah, the good old days. Ads are getting ready to start, sorry. The reason I came back this last time was because of streaming. I started streaming and Twitch told me, hey, if you stream EVE Online, you'll get more viewers. And they were right. First time Twitch has ever been right. But yeah. And I've enjoyed it much more because of my viewers, to be honest. It's actually made it much more enjoyable. So, but I do a little bit of everything except PvP. I don't do PvP because I suck at it. So you mostly played high sec your whole Eve time, right? When did they change high sec to make you quit? Oh no, I was in Wormhole. I had a Wormhole Corp for over 10 years. I was CEO of a Wormhole Corp for over 10 years. And so yeah. And they were jerking stuff around with wormholes left and right. But yeah. Like I said, I was never good at PvP, so I always had guys in the corp that kept everybody out of the wormhole, but it was one of those where looking over your shoulder all the time was things. Yeah, no, I am. I am now. But yeah, I had done it for a long while. I can't say I really enjoyed it. It was, like I said, it was like a second job. So yeah, there's the ads. But no worries, Vince. You can say whatever. No worries. Hard to offend me. So yeah, he must be mining one of the other ones. There's the in-game channel if you guys want to join the in-game channel. We do have a mining event tomorrow, a high-sec mining event. Everybody's welcome every Wednesday night American time or Thursday morning here in the Philippines, depending on where you're at in the world. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. We provide the boost, we provide the compression. You guys just whatever ore you get, we do not charge, we do not allow tips. We do it just out of the kindness of our hearts. Everybody's welcome. Of course, I'm saying that in the middle of the ad, like an idiot. So I will say that again after the ads are over. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. Yeah, a lot of you came in with Raiders, so yeah, so you probably aren't so. Sorry, back itches. Welcome back from the ads. Sorry about that. So yes, we have a mining event tomorrow that we do in Ufine, which is a Galente space system, high sec. We provide the boost, we provide the compression. We do not charge, we do not allow tips. We just do it out of the kindness of our hearts. So everybody's welcome. We'll do that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. California time, which I can never remember what they call that. But yeah, West Coast time. Or you're like me here in the beautiful Philippines where it's really cloudy today. It'll be 9 a.m. here. I think UK will be about 1 a.m. You're in the UK. But yeah, everybody's welcome. We provide the boost. We even have some loaner ships if you need a loaner ship. Just check it out because there are some gate camps between Ufine and several other ones. Here's the system. So yeah, there are some gate camps between it and some of the others. So between it and Jita, there's a big gate camp. Gate camp system. Not always a gate camp, but it does tend to cause some problems sometimes. So really want to loot these guys. Or, yeah, I really want to salvage these guys. Let's try this. I'll lose the lock, but he should keep. Oh, that's not bad. There we go. Maybe I just need to orbit him so I'll be closer. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. It's our week. We do it once a week on Wednesday night, American time, Thursday here in the Philippines. So works out pretty good. Works out pretty good. This way I can mine while it's salvaging, because it'll probably take forever to salvage since it's a tier 1 salvage drone. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all being here. Appreciate the raids tonight. Especially from Wormhole PD. The one night I'm hanging out in a wormhole, Wormhole PD shows up in force. Nothing at all suspicious about that. Nothing at all. There's the nester again. Yeah. He's not disappearing like the last time. He disappeared. Yeah, that wasn't as quick as the last time. Got me a little gun shy. Wormhole's still there, so no problem there. Wormhole's still there, so well, we got him. All right. All right, let me see if I can get this next one. Now that your dream has come true. Come on. Get back. Get back. Get back. It says salvaging, so I can keep track of it down here. He'll keep salvaging, and then he'll come back. And actually, it'll disappear from my scan results as well. So yeah. Yeah. All I got was metal scraps. What a waste. I think I need to tier 2 salvage drones, but I don't want to add any more to my possible losses by putting tier 2 stuff on here. Yeah, there's a gas cloud scoop. Doesn't say how much. Metal scraps are better than you think. Yeah. They're worth more than a stick in the eye. That's true. So, give a lot of trit. And actually, since these are drones, these are reinforced metal scraps, so they're even better. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. Cha-ching. Yep. I actually haven't been selling them. I probably need to look at that. See if they're worth more than what the trit is. They give quite a bit of trit. So, Super Duper Ninja. Good to see ya. How you doing tonight? Or today, I guess. Noon for me right now. Here in the beautiful Philippines. The cloudy Philippines at the moment. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Always cloudy here, yeah. Here lately it has been as well. So yeah, here lately it has been as well. So I'm hanging out in the wormhole today, mining some gas. So yeah. Yeah, an hour till midnight here. There you go. Yep. That's on the East Coast. So yeah, 13-hour difference currently between the Philippines and the East Coast. 14 between my old stomping ground, Kansas City, and the Philippines. So, but yeah. How long have you played Eve? There you go. So yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. So this character is 23 years old. So Eve went live on Memorial Day weekend 2003. He was born in September same year. So I haven't played the whole 23 years. But I've probably played easily 15 of those. 13, 14, 15, somewhere in that range. I took off several times because of different things CCP did. They used to make changes like knee-jerk reactions and cause a lot of problems for players, and so it caused a lot of players to leave. So yeah, but it came out 9 days before I turned 19. Yep, old enough to drink. Oh yeah, I'm definitely old enough to drink. Not that I drink much anymore. The wife made me stop. But yeah. I was old enough. I was old enough to drink when I started 20 years ago. So yeah. Actually, it's funny. My character is older than some of the people who watch the stream. So yeah. So yeah. That's okay. I've gotten it a couple times. I actually had some Brazilian woman come in one of my first streams. She said, "Man, you're old." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Oh, I didn't mean it negative." I'm like, okay, well then you're gonna have to explain it because it came out pretty negative. She said, "No, we don't see many streamers your age," and honestly, I beg to differ with her. Maybe many streamers my age just don't show their face, but most of the streamers I've seen lately have all been around my age. So, came out 9 days. Been playing since 2008. There you go. Yeah, I have 5 characters currently. I'm about to make a 6th. I got 2 accounts that I have Omega'd. And yeah, my other characters cover, I think I've got one from 2005, one from 2008, one from 2010, and then the fourth one I just did last year, 2025. So it had been quite a while since I had made one. So, and it was nice because they've done a lot of work with the noob missions and that whole thing. So it was actually very pleasant. So us old guys can game still. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, and I retired in April after 25 years with the same company. My wife is originally from here in the Philippines. She lived with me in America for 18 years, and so I promised her if and when we retired, we would move back here since it's so cheap. And so we moved back here and been loving it ever since. So there is that. But yeah. And so we've been here almost a year. April will be a year. So it's hard to believe it's been a year. Feels like it's only been a couple months, but Eve attracts a lot of older players. Yep, yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Eve is a kind of a, it's weird because I have played it off and on for 23 years and I've always come back. Always come back. It's one of those where I always come back. So yeah, it's one that even when I've roamed around and done other things, I've always ended up back with Eve. So yeah. Eve attracts a lot of older. I moved to Davao 3 years ago. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. We'll have to schedule getting together one of these days. But yeah, awesome. Awesome. 3 years. That's good. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying this weather immensely because I had no idea that January and February. I'm in Batangas, just south of Manila. And I had never been, actually I had been here in January before, but never been here through the whole month. And so yeah, we visited 7 or 8 times over the last 20 years, and it's funny because it's really cool. Yeah, January and February has been really nice. So when Eve finally sunsets, a lot of therapists will make a lot of money. There you go. There you go. You're probably right. You are probably right. You are probably right.
Thank you.
Probably right. Thanks for the follow, Super Duper Ninja. I love that name. Love that name. So my other venture mining buddy, I guess he got tired and went home, I guess. I got about 30 minutes left, so I'm gonna see if I can stretch this, see if I can fill up my hole. I don't think I'll make it the whole 30 minutes, but so I do. I usually try to be a variety streamer. Hasn't always worked out well because Eve is my bread and butter, but I streamed in my early days. I've been streaming for over a year now. In my early days, I streamed 7 Days to Die and several others. But RimWorld is one that I still play from time to time and stream. Usually once a week, I try to do some other game. I stream 5 days a week, 4 hours a day. And so I try to do 5 days a week. My wife, since we're retired, she usually comes up with some reason because it's during the day here in the Philippines. So yeah, she usually we got to run to the bank, we got to run to the we got to run to the mall, we got to run somewhere. And but yeah, RimWorld is another one. Yeah, 7 Days to Die. They got a lot of mods. I was really surprised. My brother and I, every Sunday I play Sunday night here in the Philippines. Sunday morning for him. We play 7 Days to Die together, so we can keep in touch and everything. So if you ever get the last Starship, you'll be hooked. Yeah, and I got the demo. So like I said, it was once I started doing the actual storyline missions, it seemed to make a bigger difference. So, but yeah, I put it on my wish list, so if it goes on a bigger sale, I'll probably pick it up. I don't know, $13. I probably am not going to do better than 13 bucks, so. The wife's been complaining about how much we've been spending lately, which, ironically, is all her. Let's be honest. I pay for the internet, and that's about it. Internet is the one that I demanded internet, so yeah. Yeah, but 13 is pretty cheap, yeah. Yeah, 13 is pretty cheap, but I'm really, really cheap, so. But she does have a good point. We have spent a lot of money lately. Of course, we're building a house, so we're building a house here, super duper, in Batangas, and so that's been costing us. We're about 2 months in, a little over 2 months in. The house is supposed to be done first week of June, so. Right, my wife just told me to turn the aircon off because our bill, yep. Yeah, 13. So we usually average about 8K for the electric. But our house, the one we're building, is going to be full solar, so we won't have any electric bills, so. Don't want to cook alive, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing because 13K is still nothing compared. I was paying $400 a month in Kansas City. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. So yeah, between $300 and $400 Kansas City a month. So yeah, got to ask her to sit down and go over the finances. Get her. Let's see who spends more. Yeah, that never works out well for me. Never. Especially when she says, "Hey, how much is on the credit card?" And then I point out to her, okay, well, we took Archie and Cincha to lunch this day. We got the oil change this day. And then there are 17 charges here for department stores and other stuff. What is that? Oh, yeah, don't worry about those. Yeah. Be messed up if she said no internet. Get you to move there and says no, yeah. That was my requirement. So the house had to have a pool and I had to have fast internet. So... But unfortunately, fast internet here is not fast. I was used to gigabit in Kansas City, so I'm kind of spoiled there. But I do have Starlink, and Starlink, since I've gotten on the residential, which took me 8 months to finally get off the waiting list and get on residential here in Batangas, since it's considered in the Manila region, it has been really good since we've got on it. So, but yeah. RimWorld just went on sale. Same building, one in a subdivision, but it won't be ready till January 2028. Solar on that as well. Yeah. Solar's definite. My wife and I were talking about that yesterday, and it actually is cost effective. But from the perspective of even without the cost effectiveness, you got to have solar here just because of all the brownouts. I mean, in Imelda, where we're building, Imelda, San Juan, Batangas is where we're building. Yeah, they have brownouts probably 4 or 5 times a month. Sometimes twice a week. Which is kind of ridiculous. But we helped my brother-in-law. He lives literally a mile from where we're building. We helped him, my wife's brother. We helped him get his solar fixed. He had a solar system that hadn't been repaired in a while. Needed some TLC. We helped him get his fixed, and they're loving it. They're sitting there now. They didn't even realize there was a brownout the other day, and everybody in the neighborhood's complaining, and they're sitting there watching TV. So yeah, but yeah. I got 1 gig here with PLDT. Ping still sucks. Packet loss. Yep. But the speed is technically yeah. That's the problem that we had. I don't think it was PLDT, but it was one of the others. And the speed was okay. It was consistent at about 50 megabits per second, which I could stream with. The problem was probably at least twice a month, it would just cut out and they wouldn't even notice until we called them and said, "Hey, is the internet out?" And they're like, "Hold on, let me check." And, "Oh yeah, hold on, we're rebooting. It'll be back up another 5 minutes." What? I'm paying for this. And so, yeah. It got very frustrating. So that's when I bought the Starlink dish, which I had planned on Starlink anyway. But the problem with Starlink is that they have me on They had me on roaming for 8 months until a spot opened up. And that roaming service cost twice as much as the residential service with half the speed and half the reliability. Would always what they call me, de-escalate me. So yeah, I had a lot of problems. So, but yeah, I tell all my friends to avoid them worst net ever, the Comcast, the PA. Yep, there you go. There you go. But yeah, but that since I want to say 3 months ago, 4 months ago, they contacted me and said, hey, it must have been 3 months ago. Maybe 2 months ago. God, has it been that short? But yeah, I'm horrible with time. But yeah, they contacted me and said, hey, we got a spot for you. You got 7 days to accept it. And I'm like, what? You have me on waiting list for 8 months and I only got 7 days to accept it? So yeah, and then of course the sign up for it was not the most explanatory. The Starlink customer service, really not good. If you get to talk to somebody, they're great. But trying to get to talk to somebody, it's got an AI bot that you have to put all your tickets in through, and what a nightmare. But yeah. But I've been super happy with it since we got put on the residential. But yeah, that was one where they said, hey, we're switching to residential. It's all set up, nothing to do. Yeah, and they waited 6 days to reply to my ticket when I only had 7 days. They said, oh, we're putting you on residential. It's going to be good. Trust us. And I was like, yeah, I'm not sure I can since you kept me on the waiting list for 8 months. But it has worked out really well. And the nice thing is with the dish, I can just take it to our other house and put it up and no change. So that's great. That really works out better. I don't have to call and have it hooked up and all that stuff. We may end up going with a secondary one just in case, but we haven't had, knock on wood, we haven't had any outages here with the Starlink. There is, every once in a while, my viewers will see some pixelization with the stream. So I think I've got a satellite that goes over that once every 2 or 3 days is bad, and when it hits that one, it causes some problems. But yeah, the ping is big. Yeah, which helps out my brother because when we play 7 Days to Die, it gives him a major advantage. So, which he usually needs because we usually do head-to-head PvP, and he makes a lot of noise. So I usually track him down pretty easily and blow him away. But with the low ping, he's got a better advantage. So yeah. But yeah, the ping is big. Really big. We were playing Project Zomboid. That was another one I played on stream a couple times. And we got a server for Project Zomboid when they came out with a new version, and yeah, the ping on there, I was having trouble getting connected to the server because the ping was so high. It was over 400. And then when I would get connected, if I tried to drive a car or anything, it would always disconnect me. So, yeah. But, yeah, I played a bunch of games. No Man's Sky, Humanits, Rocket League, Hightail, Ark, ARK, not the Ark Raiders. Baldur's Gate 3. What else? Project Zomboids. Star Wars, The Old Republic, Star Sector. So yeah, I got a bunch of them that I have. I'm looking at all my screens I have set up to see which ones. Kidding. When they get Starship finally figured out, they can start launching the version. Yep. Yeah. And that's what they're going to use also to start sending people to Mars. So I'm really interested in that, though. I'm too old. I don't make the cut to be able to go to Mars, which the wife is happy about. But yeah, I'm interested in following that along, because I think that's kind of bold. That's a bold move. Because yeah, asking people to trust you to send them on the other side of the galaxy, and other side of the galaxy, other side of the solar system. So yeah, I have been on Starlink since beta and have had no major issues. Excellent. Yeah, like I said, since I've gotten on the residential, when I was on the roaming, one of my old bosses in America, he had a RV, and he had the roaming, and he said it was good for roaming because they would have service everywhere, but it wasn't fast. It was just consistent, you know. And the roaming was really not good for my streaming. Really not good. I managed to make it work with some setting changes, but once I got on the residential, that made all the difference. But yes, Manila is still sold out. And they count us, even though I'm in Batangas, which is just south of Manila, we're in the circle that covers Manila. So I'm close enough to Manila that I'm still considered Manila for their purposes. So yeah, I thought about buying a second one for my brother-in-law, but they would have been on the waiting list for another 8 months. So, but yeah, latency will get better for you as you get more sats up. Yep. Yeah, and that's the other one, is I think that's what they're kind of saturated here, especially, like I said, in this Manila area. So it kind of makes sense, but it works great with the streaming. I don't have any problems. Like I said, every once in a while, I'll get some pixelization because I think I'm just hitting a satellite that needs some TLC, because it only happens once every 2 or 3 days. And it's only for a couple seconds. But yeah, I think it's switching satellites like every 2 minutes. And so yeah. Which I think is where the ping comes from. It's because it's switching so much. The ping is up there. So, but yeah, like you said, as they get more satellites, the switching will be less. But yeah, supposedly China has come out with their own alternatives to Starlink. I haven't really heard how good it is, but they're using RF now for the link in between satellites. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think I heard there was the Chinese company that's doing their alternative to Starlink. I guess they had used some lasers to attack some of the Starlink satellites. XLX Smooth Move of the Week. Hey, we want to compete with you, so we're just going to shoot some of your satellites down. So yeah, talk about controversy here in the Philippines. The Chinese they don't have a good name. They've caused a lot of controversy here. So, but yeah, my hull is almost full. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up, and then we'll call it. But yeah, we're getting close. But yeah, they're trying to lower on. So Elon asked them to come lower. But yep. Yeah, because I think they made him be pretty high, which I think also probably is affecting the latency. So that might help too. I don't know how the Chinese guys got the lower orbit when he couldn't, but yeah, what else is new? I don't know how I only have one. He was doing it in tens. I must have had a partial cycle. Alright, that's the end of that. Pull up. Alright. Let's see if the exit's still here. No, my luck. We got a full load. We got a full load. Right at about 22. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Because Elon is individual, not a country. There you go. That's true. You're probably right, Spectre. You're probably right. Oh, he is the richest guy. One of the richest guys. I think he probably is the richest guy. Which usually, you know. I remember when I had my ticket out trying to get off of the roaming. I tried to contact him directly on X. And yeah, that was funny. It's like, come on, buddy. We talked about it on stream several times. Like, yeah, we don't run in the same circles. So the richest richest is right at 810 billion. Wow. Yeah, what they call that? We were talking about that one day with Sean Connery. That's FU money. Yeah. Pretty much means you can do anything you want kind of money. So, yeah. But yeah, when you're that rich, I think he probably has more than China has as a country. So, yeah. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah, ironically, he would not reply to me on X. I don't know what was going on there. He just wouldn't give me the time of day. Yeah, he does want to be. Well, but that's the problem. If he wanted to be the first trillionaire, he needs to stop spending money on this Mars project, because that's going to eat up a lot of his funds. I guarantee it. That's going to eat up a lot of his funds. So big on low late. Yep. Yeah, I didn't realize that, but somebody else had told me that he was a huge gamer, and so, which makes sense. And I love that he uses his own, his own product, because I think that's awesome. Because that, you get so many of them that, like, I had a buddy back in Kansas City that owned like 5 McDonald's, and one of my coworkers told me one day, "Hey, ask him if he eats the McDonald's food." I'm like, "Well, of course he eats the McDonald's food. He owns 5 McDonald's." And I asked him, he said, "Hell no, I don't eat the McDonald's food. That stuff is crap. I just sell it to everyone else." And I'm like, "What? That's not right. I mean, if you're selling it to everyone else, you're exploiting everyone else, but it's not good enough for you? What? So yeah, he switched to Mars to wanting the moon first. Well, I can't blame him there. The moon is a much more obtainable solution, to be perfectly honest. And if something goes wrong, you're not 8 months away. Like, you got 8 months to think about, okay, is everybody dead? Did I just kill everyone? I mean, we can get to the moon in less than a day. So, yeah. So, okay. Yeah. But, yeah. That's just like I said. I got to give him credit, because that is bold. I don't know that I could ask people to risk their lives and go to the other side of the universe, but I'm sure people would. But, yeah, that's going to be one heck of a NDA, At least that's what I read in the newsread. Yeah, and I think I read that too, Spectre. Because mostly I think it's because he wants to use it to test many of the things he's going to use for the Mars project. He can't really afford to wait and go to Mars to test it. And testing it here on Earth is not a really good test. It's a test, but it's not not a consistent test. So, but yeah. I think that's why we all play Eve, Booga, because we all want to be space pirates. So, because I'm sure he just. Oh yeah, I guarantee he has priority. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm on. I want to say mine is a 2nd gen. I think that's what they were selling here in the Philippines, because the Philippines was one of their beta test sites. So I think I have 2nd gen, and somebody told me if I upgraded to a 3rd gen, I would get better latency and better. But unfortunately, they won't give me. First of all, I think I have trouble getting the 3rd gen here in the Philippines, and the second one is that it's a charge. It's not a free upgrade. So, which I was like, why not? They're like, yeah, we're not. There's so many people buying the 3rd gen at full price that we're not going to give them away to people and not make anything on them. We got to make something. So yeah, which I can't blame them. But yeah. Makes a lot of sense for testing, getting people. Yep. Yeah, and I agree. And the moon is it's a perfect one. We really, honestly, we shouldn't be thinking about populating other planets until we at least have some kind of a space station or something on the moon. I mean, it's close enough, so. But yeah. And it's a perfect testing ground. And it's close, close. It's a day away, but yeah. Anyway, let me see who's out here. I don't know that we got anybody streaming, because all the streamers are in here watching me. So, I know all Wormhole PD's here. So, Anarchos is doing Star Citizen. Savage is out there. It's Goonie. XD's out there. I think I rated XD earlier. Let's see who's out there. It's Goonie's low man on the poll so far. Yeah, there's hardly anybody. Some weirdo named Bondar JR out there streaming. What's up with that? So yeah, let's rate It's Goonie. He's the low man on the poll. Not by much, but unless you guys have a different suggestion. But yeah. Here's the states they now no longer sell the equipment as rental now. Oh yeah, really? So they're only renting it? That's probably good, because that way at least you get upgraded. That's what I did with the Google Fiber. Mine was it really wasn't a rental, but yeah, it was figured into it. So Don Rico, no problem. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, tomorrow we will be doing our high-sec mining event here in Eugene. You guys are welcome to join us. Lego, love you, buddy. And yeah, you're welcome to join us. We provide the boost. We provide the compression. No charge, no tips. My buddy Skimitar will probably be boosting for us. If not, I'll be boosting. So, but yeah, we'll have boost. Work out good. And then, yeah, Thursday night we'll probably do something different. I'll probably do RimWorld or maybe something else. So maybe we'll take votes tomorrow to see what we're going to do on Friday. So, but yeah, Almonxy, good to see you, buddy. Vince, good to see you. Let me get the raid set up. I can't talk and type at the same time. I don't know why. I do everything else at the same time. Jerry Can, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, because it was beta, they sent me Starlink Mini for free and it cost 25 extra. There you go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Anderson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll do the mining event. And then, like I said, we'll figure out what we're going to do for Friday stream, Thursday night for you guys in the States. So, but yeah, we'll get it checked out. And I appreciate you guys watching. But yeah, they did good by you. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, all right, you guys, take care. And I will see you tomorrow.